Hello everyone, this is Kathleen and I'm happy to be here to show you this finished journal. This is a journal that I was working on before I got COVID and I have managed to finish it. It was the challenge from Dear Julie, her Orderly October Junk Journal Challenge. So I managed to finish it and I wanted to document it here and put it up on my Etsy. And that's why I'm here today. So I have made this pretty tassel to go with it. It has the fibers and the ribbon, and it also has this pretty charm dangle. And I have used some of my hoarded charms. That was part of the challenge, to use some hoarded items. And there's this little bell that has just a kind of a subtle ring. Pretty little charm on the bottom there. This is just hooked onto a bulb pin, which can just be unpinned and put away if you want while you use the journal. I also created the cover specifically for the journal, and with this lace spine, and it's kind of a curved spine. There are 3 signatures, and the kit that I used from Julie to do this journal is called the Antique Children's Bible Verses. I created it as kind of a devotional journal, so there's lots of room to write. This initial vintage computer punch card behind this little tuck is one of Julie's trifold digitals, and I just made a second little pocket here on the flip, so that flips here in the beginning. I have used a lot of vintage papers in this journal, and as I say, there's lots of room for writing as you think and study. This is an antique postcard given in loving remembrance to Sylvia McKernan by Edith E. Fiddler, her teacher. Yeah, really lovely. It's embossed. It has some gold on that embossing. Very Victorian. Yeah, and that just fits in this paper bag. It has a decoupage napkin on it, some stenciling here on the back. This is one of the journal cards. The Lord is my rock, and I've just used that on this altered envelope. Here's a drugstore prescription, quite fragile in there, but there's room on the back of that journal. I have used some rusted or oxidized paper clips in the journal. This is a vintage library book pocket that goes in the front of library books, and I've just kind of done a little collage here. Looks like December 1st, 1975 was the first stamp on that. Flip out here. In me is thine help. Hosea 13 verse 9. Yeah, pretty. This is one of Julie's favorite challenge elements. It's called a flip-flop, and it just makes additional journaling space, and I've just used it with this distressed ledger paper. And this was a hoarded item of mine, this antique tatting, and I've just made a pocket with it on this page, and then included this little there's just a charm under there, yeah, and a little paper flower and a ribbon. Pray that ye enter not into temptation. Here's the other side of that paper sack, and I have not cut it, so this could be sliced open for another pocket, or it could just be treated like a page. This is a paper that someone has drawn a pattern for cross stitch, I think, or needlepoint. And this is my fabric flip with some note papers underneath. One of the images in that pretty kit. Blessed is he that maketh the Lord his trust. I've done some glossy accents here with some faux tape there, antique tape. Here's the other side of that double pocket flip, and just a couple of the little Bible verse cards. Tucks in there. This is just an extra journaling paper that clips on. Right. So it's just 2 of the journal images in this antique scrapbook. And I just made this journal card, put a charm on it. It just fits around here and clips on with this rusted clip. Lace and cluster there. This was a pocket that Julie showed us how to do, and it fits a lot of ephemera in it. It folds up and then over and tacks here down at the bottom, and that creates a couple different pockets. So there's a pocket there, and I just have made this journaling paper, and then there's 4 little pockets here. So I just have these little cards that were in this scrapbook. So we'll flip out. Another pretty child. And this is another, this is Eugenie. I can't even hardly read that. This is also a teacher card, it looks like, but it's an original piece of Victorian ephemera. This is just made with some trash plastic from packaging, and I've just done a die cutout and then done a little collage there, some napkin decoupage on that card. So you can see there's lots of room for keeping notes in your devotionals. Masterboard belly band, and this is also a masterboard on the front and the back of this signature. So that was fun to do that. And a little tab here, and this is a tip-in. We needed to have a tip-in that locked, and so I just have, so you can have some private journaling there, and then tuck that under there. More journaling pages. Pretty digitals. This is a waterfall. So this just flips out. So each page is decorated with some of my hoarded antique lace. Yep, I had to just give it up. I love lace. I love antique lace. And so I just used that here. This was one of Julie's Friday freebies. This is another interesting page. So there's a pocket on this side, and then this side is a double. It's called an edge, double edge pocket. And this is another kind of a double pocket here in the front. The center of the signature. Here is my scrap. We had to use scraps, paper scraps, in an element. And so I have just made a tuck, an edge tuck with some lace there. Another journal card, and another of the pretty children. This is a vintage postcard. I didn't particularly like the image, so I just sanded that off and have kept this side, the writing on it, and the stamp. It tucks behind there, and then here is a couple more of the scripture cards. So in my mind, I just thought it would be fun to ponder some of these scriptures and then do some journaling based on that. This is also an envelope flip. So this side is a tuck and this side is the other part of the envelope. And I just did some stamping on this journal paper. And that just tucks down inside the pocket. And some embossed paper there. More journaling pages and the last masterboard. And here's the end. Yep. All right. Thanks so much for being with me. I hope you got a few ideas from there. And I hope that you will join us at Dear Julie. She will have the next challenge for November on the 1st of November. I'll invite you to come and join us. It's always a lot of fun. Thanks for being with me, and see you again with a new project. Bye-bye.